Phoenix, where do we have him?
Fenix, you're going to use P2, and here's a critical thing. You are going to rely mostly on Caldalis. Caldalis is going to do the majority of the work. I personally went for also getting Talus and Warbringer and Mojo for Air Hybrid, and also for being able to handle whatever side the heroes weren't on. I would just have those 3 champions deal with it, and then Caldalis and goes on the hero side, and then the Phoenix suit swaps between as necessary. If you just send in a Caldalis, and then when he dies, send in another Caldalis, you are going to kill heroes too slowly. They're going to make too much ground, and they're going to get on top of your buildings in the temple. And if the heroes get onto the temple grounds and start punching your buildings or your shell farm, you're dead. What you need to do for Caldalis to be able to do it is you don't trickle in Caldalises, you trickle in Legionnaires behind the Caldalis. And if some of them die as a Legionnaire, that's okay. At least that still buffs Caldalis with Avenger or Avenging Protocol. He still gets Avenging Protocol from Legionnaires dying, just not as much as from him dying. And you're just going to try to trickle in a slow trickle of Legionnaires behind him. And what that means is that if they kill Caldalis, there is a Legionnaire.
The reinforcement's
within
on the way.
Charge distance. The reinforcement is right there within charge distance. He will be slapping that hero within half a second.
The reinforcement is right behind.
Never stop slapping. Yeah, and the reinforcement has to be right behind. Caldalis can't stop slapping, or you are going to die.
Okay.
At least that's what I found for soloing with Phoenix. With duos, you probably have more wiggle room, but I still recommend doing that. I still recommend doing the same thing of like trickle in Legionnaires behind Caldalis. Most of your attention should be on Caldalis because Caldalis is going to be more than half of the commander here. Like by himself.
Do conservator fields help?
Yes, but yes. I don't know that they're actually worth the effort because of the fact that the conservatives themselves are going to have a hard time staying alive.
No. You throw a field and you run back. So you throw a field where you expect to fight.
Yeah, you throw a field where you expect to fight. Conservator fields help. Yeah, I'd say you should probably add some conservators into it.
All right.
I think that the first priority for your APM is Caldalis and his Legionnaire trickle. Second priority is conservators.
Ladder.
He is. I'd say he's top of A tier. He's one of the 3 commanders I'd say have any argument for S.
What do you think, Tutu?
Agree with one of the top. I don't think he's S just because against heroes, easy. Against Avenger, easy. But with both of them, you run out of stuff. Kind of quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course, like you also have to protect your shell farm. That's kind of tough. In my run, Caldalis did 37% of the damage. So not half, but
that is a lot less than my Caldalis keeps doing.
I used all 6 champions because they have a lot of HP. They're good. So I used all of them. And just stay on top of macro. Spawn camp waves with the Dragoon suit or champions and then teleport to the other side to help or something. Remember early on, if during the double waves, if all the ones on your side are dead, then the hero will definitely spawn on the other side. So you can push your side, kill it, teleport Arbiter, and help your ally on the other side. So mobility is really good. Make sure you have observers, and because if your Arbiter dies, Zeratul is going to kill everything. But yeah, you want to put like a pylon or an observer in siege mode so that it doesn't run, and then keep it at the bottom left so that you can summon a Dragoon suit or something to spawn camp the wave. When you try to spawn camp, even if you don't kill everything, if you kill most of them, then the heroes will get fewer stacks.
Okay.
But yeah, I put them in A.
Okay, so Sticksbitter, are you going to make an argument for S?
No. I said that he was A, and it's just like if we want to put someone in S, he could go there, but
all right.
I put him in A probably.
I don't have
Also, wow, you're only getting 30% damage with Keldalis. I'm getting like 70% of my damage dealt by Keldalis.
I think it's because
37%.
I think it's because of your
Yeah.
trickle, Stickbender. When you trickle in Caldalis, he's always active. So he's always
He is
getting
always active.
kills
Yeah,
in.
my Keldalis gets up to like 70% of my total damage dealt.
What would
It's
happen
like
if he also trickled?
200k damage dealt by Keldalis.
What would happen if he also trickled a few derps or a few scouts in? Would that? Do you think that would change? Or
You could maybe, but also at that point you're going to be running into a bit of expense problems if you're trying to trickle too many things. I think
that makes sense.
you could probably do it if you were really good at microing and macroing like a madman. It's probably doable. It's not me doable.
It's not me doable
Yeah.
either. So that takes two of us. So don't worry. You're in okay company.
Warbringer was my second most, and then Fenix.
Warbringer's
That-
big, or Warbringer is strong.
Warbeast. All right. So yeah, it's
Warbringer is also your best solution to flying hybrid, ironically enough.
I love how Artanis with Tempest. I still keep remembering how Artanis with Tempest makes air hybrids kind of a joke. because
Yes.
that's the one thing he's good at That's the one he's good at killing, the air hybrids. Anyway, otherwise the air hybrids are so annoying. They just fly past everything. My goodness.
I mean, the biggest
Apparently-
reason the air hybrid are annoying is because it wants to be building super, super strong anti-ground for the heroes, and then these flying hybrids show up, and it's just like, what are you doing up there? Get down on the floor where all the damage is.
Join us.
Well, apparently the flying hybrid with Avenger stacks doesn't increase their damage. So
This is correct.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
they're not really tough per se.
Like the only reason the air hybrid are a threat at all is because of the annoying problem of, could you get down on the floor where all the DPS is, please?
For me, it's when I disable my pylons and make my static defense not a thing. But
Yeah, well, that's definitely not the big concern here, right? Here in this particular mutation, the big concern with the air hybrid is the fact that they are up and your DPS is down.
well, yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, no one's gonna make an argument for S tier, so there it is. Without prestige, is he still A?
I've seen runs with mass carrier Caldalis.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot harder, but it's
probably a lot
technically
harder.
possible. It's definitely a lot harder.
Is it
But
A?
Technically, Fenix can solo if any prestige. I mean,
The Haka can solo, and he's B.
it's B. It's B. Without P2, it's B.
What do you think, Tutu?
Yeah.
You've seen the carrier solo.
It's also harder.
Yeah.
Also, note that almost all the solos are against classic infantry. So
Yes.
against any other comp, it's just gonna be much harder.
Except for wow.
Abathurs.
Abathurs?
Abathurs and Vorzuns.
Warzone, there was a Masters and Machines one, but
And,
and
there was a Terran mech.
Is there anyone who
there
was
was
able
a Vanguard
to?
of Ire one too.
Yeah, Vorzun and Abathur are the two people who have done it against like everything.
Wow, that's actually insane. Okay,
Vorzun
so
and Abathur are really strong.
okay, but can we agree that Fenix is without prestige B, with prestige A?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right.
You need
let's-
P2 for it to be A, but without P2, he's still a strong commander.
Yeah, still very strong. Let's move on. Hot and Horner.
And also, I will just note up front, by the way,
Yeah.
without P2, Caldalis is still incredibly strong. You should still be making him and maxing out his tactical data web.
Yeah. I
Use
think-
the Caldalis.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the mistakes I made earlier on when I was only starting out with Phoenix. I thought Taldarin was the guy, didn't realize that it was actually Caldi with the splash swipes.
Yes, and Taldarin was literally actually helping him. Thanks, Taldarin.
Wait, how's Taldarin helping Amon?
Because remember, whenever he attacks, he does the pull effect, and that pull effect makes Amon's units invulnerable while they're being pulled.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
We've brought this up before.
I wasn't listening.
Technically, Taldarin usually ends up being a net positive in like 99% of cases, but it's still annoying that he has the ability to help Amon. Just the fact that he can help Amon is just incredibly infuriating.
Well, That's fine. I think you're still cool, Taldarin. You're still really cool. Anyway, let's move on.
Phoenix, if P2 Phoenix should just walk over this.
It depends who your teammate is, but yes.
Unless your teammate is complete dead weight, P2 Phoenix should walk over this. Because I just about beat it by the third attempt, and that's much better than I did with anyone else.
Do you spawn camp them, or do you like fight them as they come normally?
A bit. I tried to spawn camp them. I'm very bad at keeping on top of the multiple lanes thing on Temple of the Path, so basically I don't spawn camp almost at all, even though I try to.
Because like, there's so many runs where for different commanders, I get to 20 minutes, no problem. Then 4 heroes come, just like I didn't spawn camp that wave, so they're too fat now.
Yeah, that is exactly the problem I keep running into is at 20 minutes with like everyone. And to be honest though, Phoenix is the one where it's like I can easily make it to 20 minutes, and then one time I made it past 20 minutes, but it was after taking critical damage. I still made it to the final waves, but it was like I'd already lost too many buildings.